So we're continuing this delivering on happiness, the promise we make to a patient, which means is it our job every day to make everyone happy or to deliver the possibility, maybe the opportunity for what we do to take care of our half of the relationship, the staff taking care of their half of the relationship. As a matter of fact, the front tech is seeing the patient twice as much as we are.
Plus they're talking to them on the phone.
Yeah, and they get to talk to them about what? Money and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
So if we're going to develop our skills, the staff and the chiropractic technician and the doctor, the first thing we start with on an emotional intelligence is self-awareness, because that's kind of the hierarchy of building neuronal scaffolding that everything else fits on. So that's the first substrate, that's the real soil. What's self-awareness to you?
I think this is my favorite one, because I think this comes, each time you see something going on with EQ, to me it always goes back to this aspect of it. What's your self-awareness around this? And to me, it's your ability to recognize your emotion, your fears that come up, the anger, the distress that you feel, or your reaction to that emotion that comes into that equation. I look at it as an equation. How much am I bringing to the table here? And is my ability to, first of all, even recognize that I'm doing that, and then be able to say, gosh, how do I know that I'm having that fear? And I think that there's so many people that don't even have an awareness that they are in fear, or that they have anger, or they're depressed, or that they're stressed in their lives.
Wait, I got a question.
Okay.
I got a question. So
yes.
The real big one here is on self-awareness is, are you aware that once you're, quote, done with the day, giving, loving, caring for people, making life and death decisions, and then you go home, your thing is, what's your thing about going home and being aware of how you go from what old school management talked about, the work-home interface. I think you have a more, gritty way to talk about that. How have you made some of our clients through the years aware of that how do you say it, just work-home
interface.
Interface, where we go home and we just have our little love and our little wings on. So tell me what do you actually say?
I don't know. It just sort of popped into my head one day. It was one of these things, and I just had this vision, and it's like sort of patting yourself on the back for overextending yourself, being nice all day. So then you just pick up the jackass on the way home, let them in the car, and then take them into your house with you.
Hey.
So it's like, I don't have to be nice anymore. And there is very low self-awareness when that happens, is because you think I've been giving all day, I've been, poor me.
So your bottom line, people want to know, first of all, are you aware? So really on a technical level, self-awareness means, do you know that your mood or your lack of any kind of energy and passion shows up and affects other people? Are you aware of it? So that's what self-awareness is. So you can pretty much say that most of our male clients need to do what on their way home?
Drop the jackass off.
So that's a technical way of saying we can measure whether or not your hee-haw is showing up on the way home or not, and we'll talk about that in another session.